Hey guys, what I thought I would do is offer some quick fixes to what I consider to be one of the top 10 problems that real estate listing agents have today. I mean, I'm sure there's probably more problems than this, but my name is Chris Stafford. I am a 30-plus year listing agent in San Francisco. I'm still in the trenches selling. I'm also the founder of the Listing Collective, a top-notch coaching company coaching specifically just listing agents in the United States right now, and about to go international, which I'm super excited about. But let's talk about some of the top 10 problems I think that listing agents even today in this crazy economy are facing and what you can do to fix those things. So if you look here, I think the biggest thing that I hear throughout the whole country is the low inventory. There's just not enough listings to sell. And it really is sort of like the Hunger Games just to get one decent listing. I think it's something that's really interesting because what we have to do to really solve this issue is to really get creative in terms of finding listings. And we have to be working this all the time. But find creative ways to get listings that could even involve not just calling out-of-area owners, but I love probates. In spite of what's happening, people die every day, and they die without wills, and it has to go through probate, and frequently a lot of those probate cases have listings attached. So that's definitely something that you should consider doing. I really like that. I know, crazy competition. We all complain about the competition. Every agent, their dog has a real estate license right now. Sellers are getting hit up by 3 cousins, 2 neighbors, and a guy from CrossFit who all want to list his house for sale. The competition really, I think, it's all really about branding and the trust recession. My business coach loves to talk about what he considers a trust recession. And it's really true. I think that the more times, I think Google did a study that said, people have to listen to you or hear from you 11 times, for like 7 hours on 4 different platforms. And there's a whole formula. But bottom line is, you need to create content so that you can have a strong brand, number one, and also that you can create the trust. So by the time you do meet with a seller at a listing presentation, they know you. They know who you are and they know who you're all about, and that's something that you could do for free with no money, for instance, by starting a YouTube channel. I think that's something that everybody could do, and just start consistently, maybe once a week, just kick out a small video. Doesn't have to be long, like 5 minutes long, about what's going on in your marketplace. Talk about restaurants, talk about neighborhoods, talk about sales, new listings, you name it. That's one idea. I love this. Sellers think they know everything. Thanks to Zillow, YouTube, and that one Facebook group, sellers think they're the real estate pros now. Getting them to listen to actually your pricing or marketing events, it's like herding caffeinated cats. I love that. And one of the best quick fixes I know about this really is to get as much information to sellers in advance of your listing presentation. I have a whole cool listing presentation that I use that I only basically spend about 30 minutes with the seller, so I don't have one of those long presentations. We talk about it in the Listing Collective if you want more information. But give them as much information, especially third-party information, as possible, especially if they're an analytic type, because you're definitely going to want to, bolster your opinions and what you think a property could sell for with a real strong marketing plan and real strong third-party information that supports you. Okay? Inconsistent lead flow. Here is one that I absolutely love. Inconsistent lead flow is something that we can easily address every single day. And guess what? The answer. Prospecting. Even 30 minutes. I mean, if you're drowning in listing, next month it's crickets. It's the listing real estate agent roller coaster, not like at Disneyland. What we have to do about this is just consistently prospect. Even 30 minutes. Do something every single day. One of the things I love using is my micro momentum marketing strategy to start small and be consistent. And I think the easiest thing is to take baby steps and do something real small. Like for instance, if you're going to call your SOI, or you're going to work expireds, or you're going to call those probates, maybe you set a minimum standard that you're going to do it once a day. Okay, you're going to contact one person a day and start off like that for a few weeks. And what that does, it develops the consistency that allows you to become more confident and more consistent and more happy doing it. And then you're going to want to do more. But the consistent prospecting, we have to get off the roller coaster. No matter how busy you are, you have to do the prospecting. That is uno one. That is the number one important task that you should be doing every single day. You're a salesperson, man. Either accept it or get out of the business, because that's your job. So you want to definitely be consistently prospecting. Technology overload. CRMs, AI tools, social media schedules, email drips, a video editing app. It's like trying to fly a spaceship when all you wanted to do was sell a house. And this is where I think that it really comes down to all of us having to have a strong CRM, get a good marketing platform, and that's it. Let's just concentrate on the basics. Don't worry about, this is a problem with me too, the shiny object syndrome. You see something new that's going to, oh my God, I got to have my property statement designed by this person, or oh my God, there's a great way to get leads here and there, and we're constantly, our attention is being pulled away from us. We need to stay focused on the basics, and the basics really are, quite honestly, it's really a good CRM platform, and then we can get into other things as you really get good at that. Marketing confusion. This is another thing. Do I need to dance on TikTok? Should I cold call, door knock, host a webinar? Most agents throw marketing spaghetti on the wall and hope something sticks. And here goes something that I've always talked about, and that is, hey, let's pick 3 marketing strategies, okay? 3 marketing strategies that that you enjoy doing, that you like to do, and then let's really dive deep on those 3 marketing strategies. That's what's really important. We have to stay focused on just those things and then do those 3 things consistently. And I'll go so far as to even say, you also want to make sure that one of those is your SOI. You should be calling your sphere of influence every single day. Start small, like I talked about earlier, but you want to basically be able to reach out to your SOI and remind them constantly that you are the real estate king or queen that they should be calling when it's time to sell their home for sale. Fear of rejection and no system. Well, agents often don't have a repeatable process to get listings, so when one says no, it feels personal. Without a system, the business feels like it's a guessing game. And there goes back to the 3 marketing strategies that you're going to use to fill up your listing pipeline consistently. Because let me tell you this, keep your emotions in between the lines. Whether you're having a great day or a crappy day, try not to get one way or the other. But the other thing too is if you're consistently prospecting and you consistently have your listing pipeline full. And like for me personally, I just sold a $1.5 million house today. All right, I'm super happy about that. I'm using that motivation, and I'm calling everybody I know about it and telling them that I really want to get referrals from them. But I have a system that I'm keeping my listing pipeline filled, so I know that I'm bringing on right now, currently in the course of the next 2 months, I think I've got 4 listings coming on the market. So when somebody tells me no, I'm not like freaking out about it, because I know I'm closing listings. I know that I have listings in my pipeline, and I'm going to be okay. And so I'm not freaked out about the rejection. And another thing, the more you hear the rejection, the more that you do the prospecting consistently, the less that rejection is going to bother you. Discount agents. Oh my God, there's always someone offering to list the house for like 1%. It's like trying to sell a gourmet burger while the guy next door gives away hot dogs for free. The bottom line is practice your scripts when you're with when you're with a seller, and you really want to emphasize the value you bring with your marketing plan, with your experience. And let me tell you, the 1% clown is going to go away when they hear the experience that you have and your marketing plan and what it can bring to the table. Because you know for a fact, and you should explain to your sellers, you know for a fact that that 1% agent isn't going to do squat for that seller, okay? Especially in some difficult markets that we have right now. Lack of differentiation. If your pitch sounds like every other agent's, I'll put it in the MLS and hold an open house. Sellers tune out. You've got to stand out. And the way you do this is by having a strong brand, number one. Number two, I love having a YouTube channel to sort of address that trust recession. If you can direct your sellers in advance of a meeting to your YouTube channel, and they look at some of your videos, they're going to go, wow, you know, I'm really the expert, okay? So you'll walk into the meeting with that trust already garnered, and so I think that is something that's really super cool. And the other thing is have a marketing plan that is really different. I have a marketing plan that's really sort of unique, and if you're interested, do me a favor, hit me up in the DMs down below, and I can show you my marketing plan and my statement of qualifications that explains how I do things differently than all the other real estate agents. So hit down below, just say, hey, marketing plan in the comments, and I'll definitely get that to you. And finally, burnout. You know, what is the most important thing? I know we have to do marketing, showing, follow-up, admin, staging, negotiating, prospecting. I mean, we're all exhausted just trying to juggle it all without losing our minds and our weekends. And I think herein lies the rub. We have to be mentally, physically, spiritually, financially strong to survive in this business. Working out, eating well, drinking well, you know, meditating, praying, walking in nature, whatever your vibe is, we have to be addressing that whole side of our life and our business every single day. I would go so far as to say that, you know, your mental and your physical side is more important than doing the prospecting. Because the bottom line is, sure, prospecting is super important. That is the number one goal in your business. But if you don't have the mental and the physical strength to handle this business, it is going to kill you. It's going to eat you up. So that's something that it's really super important that you want to be able to handle your days and avoid that burnout. And another tip, delegate and defer. Those are my favorite D words. I delegate everything that I possibly can, especially if it's not prospecting involved, if it's not in my wheelhouse. I see too many listing agents trying to figure things out. You don't want to figure things out. Nobody wants to do that. You don't need to be an expert in everything. You need to be an expert in one thing, and that is prospecting. That is the number one thing that you need to be an expert in. So bottom line is, these are all 10 things that I consider to be the top 10 problems that all of us listing agents face every single day. Take one at a time. Take one issue at a time, become a master at that, and then move on, pile up your successes, stack your successes, and you're going to become the best listing agent in your marketplace. If you want to dive deeper into this and you want to learn more about how we can help you in the Listing Collective, definitely hit that link down below, because I'd love to jump on a phone call with you and talk about your business and how we can 2, 5, 10x your business today.